Okay, Shima girls. Well, today we're going to talk about hair coloring and how to maintain our color treated hair. Because there's several ladies out there, among our black women that are, causing damage to their color treated hair because, they just don't know how to take care of the color treated hair. Well, they're going to learn today how to take care of the color treated hair. And including yourself, ladies, be honest with yourself if, you don't know how to maintain your color treated hair. Remember that hair coloring, for the most part, is still a chemical. I know there are some natural forms of hair coloring out there, but the most common form of hair colors that we use is chemicals. Okay, it's those permanent hair dyes or semi-permanent hair dyes that we, usually buy from the stores. Now let's learn a little bit about hair coloring and why do we even bother to color our hair? Well, the reason why we bother to color our hair because, we want to spice up our hair. It adds spice to also dull, sun damaged hair, and it offers, it offers us many solutions, to try out different shades to fit out many moods or to, enhance our particular hairstyle. Now, here's the thing, coloring our hair has less to do with texture. For example, doesn't matter if our hair texture is coarse hair, fine hair, super kinky hair. What matters with the hair coloring stuff is that it is the porosity of our hair. It is the porosity that's gonna, decide whether the hair color is gonna take. Okay, because porosity is the hair's ability to hold and retain moisture. So not only do the layers of our hair cuticle have to lift to let the color and moisture in, they have to close back down to keep it in. Now, the reason I'm saying color and moisture is because, the hair colorings that are out there also contain moisture, to be able to add moisture to our hair so that it won't break. Okay, but regardless, that moisture is still not enough. We still have to maintain moisture in our hair with other products. I'm going to get into that as well. Okay, now with all of that said, this adds havoc to our already fragile afro-textured hair. Okay, now while it is true that our afro-textured hair may be more porous, which is good, for retaining color, sometimes the hair can be too porous, too overly porous, which means that the cuticle layers don't close back tight enough to hold the moisture in. See what I mean? And if you happen to have that type of hair in which your cuticle layers don't close back tight enough after you color your hair to hold the moisture in from the hair coloring, your hair is still going to be dry. Okay, that's going to be extremely dry for the hair. So remember, different porosity, different textures, curl patterns are something, that we need to take in consideration when, we decide to color our hair. Okay, so this is why we have to learn how to maintain our color treated hair. Okay, now let's look into the types of hair coloring that are out there. Okay, there are various ways. Mostly there's like four main ways to color our hair. And the four most common kinds of hair dyes are the permanent, semi-permanent, semi-permanent, and temporary. Now, I'm going to, describe what they're all about so that you can get a good idea, of which colors, you may decide to use in the future if you haven't been using them. Okay. For example, the permanent color includes the use of bleach such as hydrogen peroxide and ammonia peroxide. Okay, then my permanent hair colors, it is said to have a lower concentration of this hydrogen peroxide, okay, than what is used in the permanent hair colors. Semi-permanent has no hydrogen peroxide, or at least it has very low levels of the peroxide or ammonia. And the temporary color is usually known as those rinses. And the thing with those rinses, they just basically just coat the hair strands, and they can be easily removed with either a single shampoo or just a couple of shampoos. Okay, now this is what happens with color treated hair. Remember that relaxed and permanently colored treated hair has been weakened by chemical process. Why? Because it's chemicals that we're putting on our hair. 9 times out of 10, it is chemicals. Okay, so therefore, that hairstyle of your choice, those products that you use daily, your hair regimen should be carefully considered in order to keep up the overall health of the hair. Okay, so here are a few tips to, keep in mind to ensure that your chemically processed hair remains healthy and fabulous. Number one, use your Shima hair repair shampoos as well as your Shima hair repair leave-in conditioners. Why? Because that's why I created them, ladies. Not only to continuously add moisture to your hair, but the Shima hair repair shampoo will also help to repair your hair from those chemical processes, from the hair colorings and the hair relaxers and stuff like that, and the potential damage that they can cause. Okay, so it's very important that you ladies are using the Shima hair repair shampoo, that you're using it correctly. So be sure that you read the instructions on the back. Remember that my shampoo is added to your hair while it is still dry. Okay, so that it can actually moisturize and repair 1,000 times better, ladies. Okay, now, another thing, it is also very, very important that your shampoo is sulfate free. And guess what? The Shima Hair Repair shampoo is sulfate free. Remember, ladies, that sulfates tend to strip our hair and make it drier than it already is over time. So be sure that your shampoos are sulfate free. Okay, now after you have washed your hair with your Shima Hair Repair shampoo, remember to use your Shima Hair Repair leave-in conditioner. That's gonna help you to detangle your hair 10 times easier. Okay, which means less breakage in the bathroom, ladies. All right, so after that, be sure that you roll yourself, which is to me, that's the healthiest way to get our hair to dry. If not, you can use the blow dryer, but make sure you put it on medium. Okay, so once your hair is completely dry, add the Shima oil, okay, to continue to maintain moisture in your hair and keep that hair dye from drying out your hair. Okay, especially if you're using those permanent hair dyes, ladies. So be sure that you're doing all these steps to ensure the health of your hair. Okay, the permanent hair dyes usually are the ones that we usually see at the local beauty supply stores. You can also see them in Walgreens, and even in the beauty section or hair section of your local supermarket like Winn-Dixie and Publix. You see them all the time. It could be, the Dark and Lovely, the Optimum, the Textures and Tones. All these are permanent hair dyes. Okay. Now, remember that permanent color requires the hair cuticle to be lifted, and this alters the proteins that give us our natural hair color. So, all of that adds hair dryness to the hair. Okay, so all of this is very delicate, a delicate process to our already fragile Afro-textured hair. Okay, always remember that every time you put a chemical in the hair, it maximizes the potential damage. Okay, ladies, so it's very important that you follow these steps so you can minimize all these potential damage. Okay, and last but not least, remember to use protective styles such as Shima buns, French twists, French braids. These are the simple protective styles you should be using. And be sure that you're adding your Shima oils to these protective styles to lock in the moisture and maintain your hair 100% healthier. Okay, at the end of the day, ladies, just be sure that you follow the same steps you usually do, with your Shima hair growth regimen. Gentle handling, protective styling, washing your hair once every 7 to 10 days, or at least once, even up to 2 weeks when you decide to remove your protective style. Okay, be sure that you wash your hair and you repeat the steps again. Okay, use your Shima oil, your Shima hairline creams, especially if you're natural. Use your Shima hairline cream because the cream adds even more moisture. If you happen to be natural. Okay, and also remember that the Shima hairline cream helps you to stretch your chemical processes. All right, now remember, I created my Shima hair growth product specifically for our dry Afro-Textured hair, and these are products that contain an abundance of naturally derived ingredients that promotes healthy hair while also providing hair softness, hair shine, hair manageability, and best of all, hair growth. All right, so with that said, stay away from hair products containing, a large amount of mineral oil, petroleum oil, like hair grease, silicone, sulfates, and any other harsh chemicals and preservatives. They must be avoided at all costs, ladies, especially if you're into using chemicals like hair dyes, coloring your hair and stuff like that.